Okay? Exercise, brother. Mayyiz. Specify. Okay? Fi'l thulasi min fi'l rubai fima yali. Now in this group, both are there. Now you describe, brother. Differentiate. Ready? Sister Hafiza. Is it Sulasi or Rubai? Sulasi. Sister Abid, Sulasi. Nama is Sulasi. Sister Sukhaina, Tarjama. Rubai. Sister Naima, Kharaja. Sulasi. 3 letters. Sister Fatima, Harwala. Harwala. Rubai. 4 letters. Sister Sumaya, Ba'athara. Rubai. You can see that. Sister Maria, Da'a. Thulasi. There are 3 letters. Okay. Mayyiz, fi'l thulasi, mujarrid min fi'l thulasi, mazid fima yati. Now mazid comes. Okay. In the first, they were original. Now they are increased. There are 4 letters, but they are 3 plus 1 added. Okay. Or 2 added. Brothers and sisters, where are we now? Sister Aisha, Saddaka, Mazid fihi. Kara'a. Sister Maimuna, Sulasi. Sister Nasrin, Fataha, Sulasi. As-Salama, Mazid. Nusrat, Takabbala, Mazid. Can you see 5 letters? Takabbala. Sister Nadina, Samia, Sulasi. Sister Rahima, Istakbala, Mazid. Sister Gulshan, Kawa, Sulasi, mashallah. And Brother Abdul Samad, Waqafa, Sulasi. Brother Hyder Ali, Ishtara, Mazid. So brother, it's inshallah something we have studied little bit, and it will help us and make things very easy for us. What did I say? Not easy, very easy. Inshallah. Half jalebi. Yes, that's it. Now, there is a further explanation. Min abwab al-fi'l thulasi mazid, bab fa'ala. Zida fihi harfun wahid. Increase in it is harfun wahid. Brother, what is harfun? Naib file. What is it? Naib file for zida. And wahidun is the naat. Wahuwa al-ainu mukarraratu. What is mukarraratu? Brothers and sisters, repeated. Give me the word. Karrara. What is this mukarrara? Ism maf'ul. Mashallah, mashallah. Alhamdulillah. Repeated, doubled. Fa'ala and then fa'ala. Okay? Karrara, to repeat. Now, brothers and sisters, here I have made a little chart. You see, the city authority has given you permission to build a house with 3 rooms only. You cannot make 4 rooms. This is it. You cannot extend the house. So now you make a small room inside one room and make it into the 4th room. So you have here now a small room and you put ayn there. Are you with me? In the same space you put another room. And it is brother with sukoon. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So this is your fa, a, la. Ayn is repeated. And it became, brothers and sisters, it will result in idgham. What will it result, brother? Idgham. So it will become fa, a, la. Got the idea, brother and sister? Inshallah, you'll remember. It's very easy. Now we have a rule. If the verb is 4 letter, then alamatul mudari gets a dhamma. No more fatah. When it is 5 letters, it will become fatah again. But any times, if there are 4 letters, the alamatul mudari will have a dhamma, inshallah. Fine. Okay. Now, already we have been given here some, brothers and sisters. تعمل أمثلة الآتية لباب فعل ثم أكتب مضارع وأمر والمصدر من أفعال الآتي. Okay, تليها, which follows, brother. سلم يسلم. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? We have done it. I'm doing it again to make you revise everything. سلم يسلم. Okay. What is the amar? Sallim. So if you do, chop here, you sallimu, Brother Hassan, only one chop, and sukun here. Do I need something extra? No, I can pronounce it. I do not need Hamza of Amar. Hamza of Amar is brought only when we are left with sukun in the beginning. And we cannot pronounce sukun, so we bring the hamza. So this will become salim. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Mastar taslimun. Okay. Now I have one more request to you, brother. That this we will call form 2. But you can also say Bab Tafa'il. And try to say Bab Tafa'il. Bab Tafa'il. Now Tafa'il is the wazan, the pattern of the master. You will say Bab Tafa'il. Okay? Okay. Now, why do I insist on this, brother? Bab Tafa'il. Because this pattern will then become part of your mind, And every time you'll see this pattern, in a fraction of a second, this is the master from form 2. Very important. Okay. This you won't find in the grammar books written in English language. You won't find this. But this is there. If you look into the books from India, Pakistan, written in Urdu, you will find this. But I thought this was a very good idea. Form 2 or Bab Tafa'il. Will not be a burden on you. Trust me. It will just make you perfect and strong, inshallah. Kabbala yukabbilu kabbil takbilun. Okay, brothers and sisters. Sabbaha yusabbihu sabbih tasbih. These are very easy, brothers and sisters. But what is the meaning of sallama? Now, if you say sallama ala, it means to greet. Sallama lahu, to give. Remember, we have studied it. Kabbala is to kiss. Sabbaha. What is the meaning of sabbaha? The actual meaning of sabbaha is to keep something afloat. And inshallah we'll discuss this. We'll discuss this. Sabaha is you float. You swim. Sabaha means he swims or he keeps himself afloat. But when you say sabbaha means you are keeping something afloat. And then when you use this as a glorification of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, means you are keeping Allah's name above everything. Are you with me? Brother, there is such a deep meaning to this, Sabbaha means you are keeping Allah's name. You see, Allah is above everything. He's not similar to anything in the universe. He created everything, but there is nothing like Him in the universe. And since the creation, mankind has taken His name and brought it on the earth. That He's like a human being, or they make statues and call them gods. So, you have brought His name down. And when you say Sabbaha, then you are keeping His name up and above. From above and up from everything that is imperfect. And everything which is blemish. That is the actual meaning of it. You are keeping it afloat, higher, where He belongs. Are you with me? So, what is the general meaning of Sabbaha? To glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But how do you glorify? By keeping His name higher and higher. And not mixing with the things on this human level, brother. We don't mix Him on the human level, He's above that, High and above from any imperfections. If you say He's has become a human being, then it means He needs food now. He needs water. He needs sleep. No. Allah doesn't need sleep. Allah doesn't need water. Allah doesn't need anything, brother and sister. He's above all these things. That is why you will always read in the Quran, يُسَبِّحُ لَهُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ Subhanallahi amma yushrikuna. Allah is far and above from what the people associate with Him. Are you with me? Subhanallahi amma yushrikuna. He is far and above from what people ascribe to Him. Now let me give you a little hint, brothers and sisters. Sabbaha. This is Madi. And you will see that in the Quran it comes in the Mudariya. What is that Mudariya? Yusabbihu. And you will also see in the Quran Amar. Sabbih all the time. Okay. Sabbih with sukun. And what is the masdar? Tasbih. See, tasbih. Okay, tasbih. And what is the meaning of tasbih? Glorification. Means you glorify. Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. When you take your tasbih. Subhanallah. Okay. Tasbih. Now, brother and sister Maimuna, you know maf'ulun mutlaq. Little bit. That maf'ulun mutlaq is the master of the verb that comes in the sentence. Shukran, ana ashkuruka shukran. Are you with me? Fahimtu darsa fahman jayidan. That is how we use it. So, then what is the masdar which is used for maf'ulun mutlaq? Is it tasbih? No. What is it used? When you say subhana, what is subhana, brothers and sisters? Masdar. It is masdar, but it is used as maf'ulun mutlaq. What is subhana? Maf'ulun mutlaq. It has a greater meaning. You cannot translate, brothers and sisters. So, Subhanallahi. When you say, are you with me? When you say Subhanallahi, other than Subhana is maf'ulun mutlaq. So where is the fi'l and fa'il? Usabbihu subhanallahi. So what is usabbihu? I glorify Allah. So when you say subhana, and brothers and sisters, remember, maf'ulun mutlaq is mansoob. So I must make this mansoob. So I say, Subhanallah. What is Subhana? Maf'ulun mutlaq. And it is a masdar. Instead of this masdar is used. And when we study maf'ulun mutlaq in greater detail, we will understand why and how. But the verb is this, brother. What is the verb? Usabbihu. I mean, I keep his name high and above from what people are associating with him. That is the meaning of Subhanallah. Usabbihu Subhanallah. Are you with me? Now, nobody will know unless you study the language. Are you with me? Sabbaha. So Sabbaha, Yusabbihu, and you can say Usabbihu, or you can even say Nusabbihu. And then Subhanallah is your maf'ulun mutlaq. Just like when you say shukran, sabran, afwan, like that. Okay, now, only there are two verbs on the pattern of this. Maybe more, but I recall two, brother. Subhanallah, I explained you, which is coming from sabbah. It goes back to sabbaha. Sabbaha, subhana. Are you with me? Now, brother, I tell you one more thing. Sami'na wa ata'na. What is gufranaka? What is gufranaka? Ighfir. Forgive us. Gufranaka. It is your, what is gufranaka? Maf'ulun mutlaqun. And where is the verb? Ighfir. Forgive. So when you say gufranaka, the meaning is forgive us. Are you with me? So see, gufra. Do you see gufrana? So it's a Sukhaina. What is na? Mansub. Why it is mansub? Maf'ulun mutlaq. Okay. Inshallah, we are going to study all these things in detail. I just thought I give you a little taste here and there. Inshallah. You know, you always glorify with his praise. Bihamdihi. Yeah. This is there. Usabbihu. I. When you say Subhanallah means I am glorifying Allah, or we are glorifying Allah bihamdihi. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So when you say Subhanallah means I am glorifying Allah. And you will always see in the Quran, brothers and sisters, Subhanallahi amma yasifuna. Or Subhanallahi amma yushrikuna. Allah is far and above to all these people who ascribe partners and other things with him. You know. Yasifuna. Are you with me? Inshallah, we'll study more. Okay. But I thought this is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And it requires, brother, thinking and pondering. Inshallah. Fine, brother. Kabbara. What is the meaning of kabbara, Sister Kabir? To say Allahu Akbar. Kabbara means to enlarge. Actually, kabbara means to enlarge. or magnify. So how do you magnify Allah? By saying Allahu Akbar. So kabbara, okay, tell me what is the masdar of kabbara? Takbir. What is takbir? Allahu Akbar. Are you with me? See, more and more things will become clearer to you, and it will amaze you. It will amaze you. Takbir. When you say takbir, brother, what is takbir? Masdar from kabbara. You kabbir. Alhamdulillah. Allama. Yu'allim. Allim. Ta'aleem. Ta'aleemul Islam. We are here in the Ta'aleemul Islam Community Center. Waddaha. What is waddaha, brothers and sisters? Waddaha means to clarify. To explain. And what? Now you got to write all these things, brothers and sisters. I know there is so much homework for you. A lot of homework. Do as much as you. Brother, at least you will do a little bit. Do not come as a Kora Kagas. Okay? Do something as much as you can. And do not make yourself feel guilty, brother? Because you have so much responsibility. So don't put a guilt on yourself, that I'm no good or I can't do it. No, you can do it. And you are good. Okay? But do as much as you can, inshallah. Wazza'a, to distribute. What is wazza'a? To distribute. Inshallah. Sajjala, to register, to record, to inscribe, brother. Another nice verb. Hanna'a, to congratulate. Now here the changes come. Brother and sister, Hanna'a, yuhanni'u, hanni'. How will you write hanni'? Hanni'. Now this is your kursi for Hamza. This is kursi for Hamza. Now something else, brothers and sisters. We are doing bab taf'il. But if the verb ends with a Hamza, yes, or with a, if it is a naqis verb, or it is mahmuzul lam. What did I say? Mahmuzul lam. And if they are in form 2, bab taf'il, then this will change into taf'ilatun. So brother and sister, hanna'a will become tahni'atun. What will it become? Tahni'atun. Tahni'atun. This is again because of the kasra here. Sister Sumayya, Hamza got a kursi of ya. This is ya without 2 dots. This is a kursi of ya. Why did Hamza get a kursi? Because before it there is a kasra. These are small rules, inshallah, you'll remember. Okay. Now, brother, samma, to name or call. Yusammi. Amar will be sammi. Without sammi. Without ya. How will you describe? Fi'lu amrin mabniun ala hazfi harfi illa. Got the idea, inshallah? Very good. Hayya. What is the meaning of hayya? To greet or to salute. Now here, brothers and sisters, further changes take place. So if it is hayya, how many yas are there now? 3 yas are there. So if I have to make it on the pattern of, I have to make on the pattern of tafa'ilatun. Badan? How will I make it? Tah. What will I do, Badan? Tah. Then Yi. And then Ya. And then Tun. Are you with me? Tah, Yi, Yatun. On the pattern of Tafa'i, Latun. Tah, and then Yi, Ya, Tun. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Fine. Now, again, the things that we did in the mudaf verb will take place here. What will take place now, brothers and sisters? That this kasra will come here. And this sukoon will come here. Now you see there are two yas. We can make an idgham. One with a sukoon, one with a vowel sign. So what will be the result, brother? Tahiyyatun. MashaAllah. Tahiyyatun. But remember, how did tahiyyatun came into being? It was originally tahiyyatun. Remember the pattern, brother. Tafa'ilatun. When will you use this pattern? If the verb is nakis. Normal is tafa'ilun. And this becomes tafa'ilatun. When will you use it? When the verb is nakis or mahmuzul lam. When at the end Hamza comes. Like hanna'a. Can you see hanna'a? Hamza is at the end. So mahmuz lam. Okay? Inshallah you'll remember. Brother. Yes. At-tahiyyatu is plural, brother. What is it? Tahiyyatun. Tahiyyatun. Make it now into jama. Tahiyyatun. Put alif lam there. Make it definite. Make it definite now. See? What did you do? You put alif lam there. Are you with me? So, at-tahiyyatun is the plural of tahiyyatun. Are you with me? Ji? Yeah. At-tahiyyatu means at-tahiyyatu lillahi wa salawatu. All my prayers, my salutations, everything is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But inshallah, soon we will also analyze our salat. And then we will understand it better, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, Rabba. Yurabbi. Are you with me? Rabba, Yurabbi. Amar will be Rabbi. What will be the? What will be Amar? Rabbi. And what will be Master? Tarbiyatun. Tarbiyatun. Okay. You got the idea, brothers and sisters? Ji? Rabba. Rabba is to raise somebody, to look after somebody, to provide everything for the need of a person. Remember? Okay? And then tarbiyatun means education, bringing up, upbringing. Upbringing, raising. Okay? Remember we did the dua, Rabbirhamhuma kama Rabbayani Saghira. So Rabbayani is from here. Rabba, Rabbaya. To bring up. Oh Allah, oh my Lord, have mercy on my parents. The way they mercifully brought me up when I was young. Show thy mercy to them as they were merciful to me in my childhood. And who can replace the mercy of a mother to the child? Nobody. After Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's the mercy of mother comes next, brother and sister. She is most merciful to the child than anybody else in the world. A mother is most merciful to the child than anybody else in the world, brother and sister. So that's why we pray, Inshallah, you'll remember this prayer. Memorize it and say it every day. Rabbirhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. And now when you say it, brother, you understand every word of it. And it creates a special feeling for you. Huh? Because you remember your parents and their kindness to you, their being merciful to you. Huh? Inshallah. Mastaru babi fa'ala min fi'al al-nakis wal mahmuz al-lami ala wazni taf'ilatun. That inshallah you understand. Okay? Normal is taf'ilun, but if it is nakis or mahmuz al-lami, then it is taf'ilatun. Now I come to the next one, brother. Arafta fi darsin sabiqin an nasma fa'il min fi'al thulathi mujrad ala wazni fa'il. Okay? وَأَعْلَمْ, and know now أن اسم فاعل من فعل غير ثلاثي مجرد يكون بلفظ المضارعة بإبدال حرف المضارعة ميما مضمومة. What is the meaning of this, brother? That the harf mudariya is change. Ibdal. What is the meaning of bi ibdali? By changing it. By changing it. Harfu mudariya is change with what? Meme. But what kind of a meme? Madmumatan. What is the meaning of madmumatan? Having dhamma. That's all, brother. That's all it is, you know. Lafzi mudari. What is lafzi mudari, brother? What are they? Ya, ta, a, na. Are you with me? Okay? And in this case, it is you, tu, u, nu. Fine? They are changed into mu. That's all. وَقَصِّرْ مَا قَبْلَ آخِرْ. And قَصِّرْ مَا قَبْلَ آخِرْ. A letter before last letter, you give a kasra. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? And to be very, if you observe it properly, you will realize that what you are giving kasra is a ain kalima. It is a ain kalima. Right. Okay. Fine example, brother. Yu'allimu will become mu'allim. Alhamdulillah, we know it, brother. Fine. Hati asmal fa'ilina. Okay, brother? Make the ism fa'il from these nouns. Azzana. Yu'azzinu mu'azzinun. Okay. Darrasa. Yudarrisu. Mudarris. You know mudarris? Sajjala. Yusajjilu. Musajjil. And Sawwara. Yusawwiru. Musawwir. Just for the fun of it, make masdar. Tasveer banata hoon. Tasveer nahi banti. Tasveer nahi banti. So this tasveer comes from Sawwara Yusawwir. You know all these things, you have heard these things, but you never knew the connection. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Sawwara, you photograph something. Okay? You mold something also. Allah is called Musawwiru. Okay? Okay? But in the modern day, it will become photographer. Musawwir is a photographer. Haddasa, yuhaddisu. And then muhaddis. Dakhana, yudakhinu, mudakhin. Inshallah. Okay. Now we come to ism maf'ul, brothers and sisters. Arafta fi darsi sabiq an nasm al-maf'uli min al-fi'l thulathi mujarrad ala wazni maf'ulun. That was the pattern. Wa'alam alan. Know now, brothers and sisters. An ism maf'ul min fi'l ghairi thulathi mujarrad yakunu ala wazni ism fa'il. It will be on the wazn of ism fa'il. Ma fathi, ma qabla al-akhir. So, same thing. You will now give A letter before last, fatha. And what will that letter be, brothers and sisters? Ain kalima. Are you with me? Inshallah. You will remember it? Okay, brother? Yusajjil. Make ism fa'il. Musajjil. Make ism maf'ul. Now, come on. Give me a break. This is very easy. So easy. Much easier than what we did in Fi'l Sulasi. Makes a lot of things straightforward, brother and sister. So, Fi'l Sulasi Mazid, they are very easy to understand and very easy to conjugate. All of these things, inshallah. Brother, quickly we do now here. I'll only finish this page, inshallah. Brother, you have to make ism fa'il and ism maf'ul from the verb. Sajjala, yusajjilu, musajjil, and then musajjal. Okay. Allafa, yu'allifu, mu'allif, mu'allaf. Mu'allif is the writer. What is mu'allaf? A thing which is written. Like a book. Rattaba, yurattibu, murattib, and murattab, inshallah. Sallaha, yusallihu, musallih, musallah. Okay. Allaka, yu'alliku, mu'allik, and mu'allak. Yeah, inshallah. Jallada, yujallidu, mujallidu, mujallad. Mujallid is the binder. And mujallad is a thing bound. Okay. Lawwana, yulawwinu, mulawwin and mulawwan. Polluted. Hammada, yuhammidu. Muhammad is the one who is praising something a lot. Muhammad, one who is praised a lot. Who is praised a lot. Alhamdulillah. You got the idea, brother and sister? You will do it, inshallah, at home. Write it. عرفت في درس السابق أن أسماء الزمان والمكان يشتقان من فعل ثلاثي مجرد على وزن مفعل ومفعيلا. We have studied this, brother. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Like ismu makan wa ismu zaman. For example, brother, sajada yasjudu. What is masjid? Ismu makan. Are you with me? Waqafa yakifu mawqif. This is the place. Ismu makan. But when it comes to fi'l, sulasi, mujarrad, mazid fihi, they are on the pattern of ismu maf'ul. It's very easy. Okay? وعلم الآن أنهما يشتقان من غير الثلاثي المجرد على وزن اسم المفعول. Are you with me? نحو صلى يصلي musalla. What will be some file? Musallin. Musallin. Are you with me? Nakis. Musallin. The one who prays. What will be then ism maf'ul? Musalla. But then ism maf'ul is the ism makan, where you pray. Are you with me? So then ismu zaman and ismu makan from fi'l, sulasi, mujarrad, mazid fihi is made on the wazan of ism maf'ul. That's all. Very easy, brother. Brother Muhammad, did you get it? See, ismu zaman and ismu makan in fi'l, sulasi, mujarrad, mazid fihi is built on the pattern of ism maf'ul. Ism maf'ul. So in this case, brother, salla, yusalli, and ism fa'il, musallin, and ismul maf'ul is musalla. Now what is musalla? It is ismu makan. What is it? Ismu makan. So it is on the pattern of ism maf'ul. Got the idea? Inshallah. Huh? I hope you will remember this, brothers and sisters. Now, we cannot go any more further. This is what I wanted to do before we start the next lesson. We have already done quite a bit of it. So tomorrow when we start, I think we will finish this lesson before tea break. Huh? And then we'll carry on with the next lesson. Huh? It's very easy. And I'm quite confident, brothers and sisters, are you listening? I'm very confident that if you were to read the main lesson on your own, you will understand. You will understand every bit of it. But when you read the main lesson, what will you be looking for? Madi, Mudariya, Ammar, Masdar, Ism Fa'il, Ism Makan from Bab Taf'il, from form 2. Look for it. And you will find that you are understanding a lot, inshallah. Huh? So we will, inshallah, carry on tomorrow with the main lesson and finish it. Huh? And then go to the next one, inshallah. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ وَتُبْ عَلَيْنَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.